Oklahoma, huddle up. It's time to go inside the high school huddle on Hot 93.7 FM and streaming worldwide on GuthrieSportsPage.com. The high school huddle will take you where you want to go with coaches, players, your phone calls, texts, and tweets. Join the huddle and let's talk high school sports with your hosts, Chris Evans, Casey Porter, and Phil Nichols.
Happy Halloween, October 31st. It is Wednesday night here on the High School Huddle, Hot 93.7 FM, along with Jordan Leach in our Stillwater studio. Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you as we get set for the final week of the regular season and of the high school football season. Unbelievable how fast this year has gone by.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It seems like we were just changing the tire, and now look at us.
Yeah, there are tons of scenarios out there. Teams, some teams know who they're playing in the first round, kind of like the Guthrie Blue Jays know exactly, well, two teams. Well, there's two teams, and they can't really, they'll know after Friday night, but there are some teams that are in the playoffs. There's already teams that have won the district. There's district championships on the line. There's just a lot of fun stuff happening this week, and there was a coach up in the Tulsa area got let go, and so a lot of stuff happening here for this week on the show, and of course, is that your volume on your phone?
We're getting
some major feedback there. It is your phone.
It's my fault.
Yeah, no problem. It is crazy. We literally set up camp about 5 minutes ago with downtown trick-or-treating here in downtown Guthrie. Phil had to walk, a mile and a half to get here?
Don't want to talk about it, Chris.
All right. I was still able to get my good spot up front. So
you have something on every law enforcement officer in town.
No, I do not. That's not true. We got great men and women.
I didn't say they weren't great.
Oh.
I said you had something on them.
That's not true.
Okay.
But it is kind of chilly out there. I guess this is what football weather's all about.
I'm just glad my dress attire is appropriate for the weather.
Yes.
So I'm happy.
Had to wear gloves out there as out there filming a little trick-or-treating.
You have sensitive little hands?
Well, they weren't hot or cold with the gloves on. It felt good out there. And time change is this Sunday.
Ugh.
So I mean,
it'll be dark at 3:20 in the afternoon.
It will be. It will be.
I hate that. That is my least favorite thing. Every year is time change. Except
for when you go.
Yeah, when you get in daylight, you're like, hey, happy days. But right now, that's when Phil could become a drinker again.
Well, it's dark right now, about 7:15, and then about, of course, it'll be 6:15 next week, and then by about 5:30 it'll be dark here in a couple weeks. And anyway, it's always weird to go to the football games and set up, the radio gear and all good stuff in the dark already.
It is weird.
So, there are tons of scenarios out there, but real quickly, there's some games last week. Of course, Guthrie McGinnis. We got to see Bishop McGinnis this week. We saw Carl Albert a couple weeks ago in Class 5A football. I know Collinsville and Bishop Kelly probably have an argument on the east side, but after seeing the top of the top in 5A, we haven't seen Altus yet. They're up there. We haven't seen Ardmore. They're up there as well.
We'll get to see one of them.
There's a good chance we'll see probably Altus. But right now, we started the Carl Albert's the class of the class, and not going away with that after seeing Bishop McGinnis.
No, I mean, Bishop McGinnis, I will say this, probably has the best football player in 5A. As Richardson kid is an absolute freak.
Yes.
I mean, he's an absolute freak. Seems like a great kid, too, actually. I mean, classy kid on the field, did everything right. But, no, I think Carl Albert will handle McGinnis. They'll handle him. I mean, I think based on what we've seen so far, they should definitely be the favorites to three-peat in 5A.
Carl Albert McGinnis this week at Bishop McGinnis for the district championship. Last time Carl Albert ever lost a football game was to Bishop McGinnis in the regular season. And as Phil mentioned, got to see Dominic Richardson, Nick. His nickname, the Piedmont transfer.
Fabulous.
And 6'1".
He told our guy down on the field that he's about 210.
Okay.
And so factor in 17-year-old, so he's probably about 205.
And he's a junior, so he'll be back next year.
He's legit.
And we're, doing the homework on the game. Over last year before we got the injury, he played 10 and a half, almost 11 games, maybe 10 games, can't remember, 2,100 some odd rushing yards. And this year, entering the Guthrie game, which he went for about 213. So he's just now right about 1,000 yards. So cut in half, and you're like, what's going on? I think graduation is a big part of that, because when you look at Bishop McGinnis, from the week one, last week that we saw them, it's Dominic Richardson, Dominic Richardson and Dominic Richardson. He runs the ball. They don't throw the ball very well, but when they throw it, it's to him.
Yeah.
And the quarterback, a sophomore, he can run the ball well. But outside of those two, I mean, when they went to throw the football, at least last week, they didn't look anywhere else but Nick Richardson.
Well, and it was the first
Nick.
It was the first week also the sophomore started at quarterback for McGinnis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had been playing other places on the field, but they moved him to the quarterback position. Made a lot of sense. Kid can run the ball exceptionally well. And
Leans forward.
He's always going to get an extra 2 or 3 yards. And he's a tough kid. I mean, because he took some shots.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a tough kid. And so, definitely they're a 2-man, I'll say a 1.5-man team. How does that sound?
Yeah.
But Nick's already got several D1 offers. We talked about it a great deal last week during the broadcast of the game. But he's fabulous. I mean, he's far ahead of the young man from Carl Albert, in my opinion.
Overall talent.
Yeah. Far ahead of him. I mean, and part of that is he's 6'1", 205, 210. Kid from Carl Albert's 5'9", 5'10", $160, $170. That's part of it. He's just not a very big kid.
And as far as team-wise, Carl Albert just has a few more pieces.
Loaded. Yeah, much more.
Offensively.
Yeah.
Defensively, I give Carl Albert the edge there.
Yeah.
Of course, anything can happen on a Friday night. Best team doesn't always win.
Sure.
But they both have good quarterbacks, both have good running backs. But I think as far as other receivers, Carl Albert's there.
Defense, definitely.
Carl Albert looks more the bus test. They pass that a little bit more than Bishop McGinnis.
Yeah.
But Bishop McGinnis beats Guthrie 28-20. So Guthrie will finish third in the district. We'll talk about it here in a little bit. But look at all these papers. These are all district scenarios
Typed
here.
Typed up all my homework.
Typed up all this good stuff of what could happen from Class 6A all the way to C. Some teams trying to get in the playoffs. Other teams trying to up their ante a little bit. And, boy, you're also Rams, Phil. Whew.
Well, they had a good year last year.
You're just going to lean on that for a little bit.
Well, I mean, they were the first team to make it not jinx or union in 4,000 years, so you got to give them a little credit.
Yeah, a little bit of credit. Hey, real quick before we get more into football, congratulations to all the cross-country runners.
Yes.
Their season ended last week for the 6A, 5A clubs. Deer Creek won both boys and girls in 6A. 5A boys went to Piedmont, lowest team record, I think, in 5A history. And awesome. Then who finished first in the girls? Bishop Kelly. Finished first. And Guthrie Lady Jays finished second in the 5A race. And
congratulations.
Marcy DeMint from Guthrie finished second in the 5A race behind the Bishop Kelly girls. So good weekend for both boys and girls cross country, not only for Guthrie but all the schools
all
out
over
there.
the state. You bet.
Okay, some real quick news off the field. Looks like there's some a situation up at Oologah High School with their head football coach and was dismissed after 6 + 2 8-hour school board meeting. Started at 6 p.m. and ended at 2 a.m.
And a 3-2 vote.
And a 3-2 vote. And
so it was heated.
It was heated.
Session.
And it doesn't sound like it's over. The Tulsa World has a story if you want to go to their website and look at it. But Coach, he's contesting it. He was terminated by the school board following an allegation of child abuse and moral turpitude. Is that right?
Turpitude,
Turpitude. After a video surfaced purposely showing an interaction between him and another student. We don't know what that was on that video.
They said it showed him taping ankles before a game, which coaches all over America tape ankles before practice and everything. But it doesn't say what happened. Was it his language? Was it his actions, and they don't go into any of that, and I'm sure all that will come out in the lawsuit, but it was investigated by the police department and DHS, and neither one of them, they said there was nothing that rose to criminal activity. Now, moral turpitude does not necessarily mean criminal activity.
Right.
So there could, and so not knowing, what makes it look bad initially for the school district, and none of us know what happened or what's going on, but what makes it look bad is when the police investigate and DHS looks into it and they both come back and say, well, there's nothing here. So automatically, because my gut reaction is, well, why'd they fire him? Well, obviously, the moral turpitude, I mean, it could be a variety of things. So.
I never heard of that until this article. I don't.
Really?
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Of all my crime stories.
It's not a new thing.
I have to write. I assume not.
It's probably the tree probably throwing you off.
But I'm thinking they put the definition in the article because a lot of people don't hear about it. But
well, I just did that for you, I'm sure.
But yeah, the coach is contesting it, so we'll
I mean, his entire, it's not just losing the job. His entire career now and who he is as a human being has been marred. So he really has no choice but to fight it. I mean, you've got to, there are those things in life that you don't want to do, but you have to do, and that would definitely be one of those things for the fired employee. I mean, but it's I'll tell you, as cautious as school districts are, and they are extremely cautious, and rightfully so, in the world we live in today. It takes a lot to terminate somebody. And there's it'll be interesting to follow that. We've talked about this every week, thinking we're going to get through a year without having something.
Yeah, and we almost did.
Made it through the regular season.
Yeah,
but it's unfortunate. Obviously, there was something there. You wouldn't think he'd been there long enough to get too many axes to grind with anybody. He's been there, basically 2 months?
Well, he
or
took.
Was he the head? Was he assistant?
I think he was a coordinator.
Okay.
The head coach took a job over in the Arkansas area, and then he got promoted up. And I don't know how long he's been in the district, but
it also said, interesting enough, that his daughter was in the class also.
Yeah.
So it must have been like an athletic training class or gym class or something. I don't know what it was, but it's a sad deal when you hear about people's lives being torn apart and done in the press because it's a teacher, and on top of that he's a football coach. So I mean, it's tough. It's tough.
All right, well, let's get back on the gridiron here, and we got all the district scenarios, and really I don't think we got a lot of time to get into Class B and C, but there are some unique scenarios out there. Class A football, Cashin's going for a district championship. Crescent trying to get into the playoffs right now. Crescent is hosting Christian Heritage. And Crescent wins that game. They're in the playoffs. And the team that made the state semifinals a year ago, fighting to get into the playoffs this year. So just because you're in the state championship or state runner-up a year ago doesn't mean success the following year. And then Crescent and Owasso are two examples this year.
There's this little thing called graduation that occurs, and it's one of the things that as you go around the coffee shops in every small town in America. And folks will look at you and go, well, how can we be so bad? We were so good last year. Well,
got the same coaches,
you
right?
Got the same coaches, but you don't have the same Jimmys and Joes. So, you got to have kids to win state titles. Really, in the larger class programs, if you don't have 2 or 3 cats, 2 or 3 people that can really go get it, it's going to be tough to win a state title usually. There's exceptions to that, but typically they've got multiple outstanding football players.
And that just shows you how good, not necessarily, Guthrie's a good example. Not too big, not too small. They made the playoffs 14 straight years. Locke MacArthur is trying to get to their 19th winning season in a row. That depends on what happens this week. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. McGinnis has won has had 18 winning seasons in a row. That's a little bit different. They're a private school. But, of course, Jinx Union doing it on a higher level. State championship semifinals. They're consistent getting there.
Yeah, they're there every year, and I think obviously,
you deal with numbers there.
You deal with numbers, and I think everybody gets the fact that in Guthrie, we've talked about this in the past. Where we're from, Guthrie, or towns like us, a 5A program. Let's take a mid-sized 5A program. They're basically playing all sports.
Yeah.
Drawing from a pool of about 100 kids, about 100 male athletes usually. Around that number, 80 to 100. And so, compare that to a Broken Arrow, for example, that's probably drawing from a pool of, 600-700 athletes that they can go after. So, when you have these conversations about can smaller class schools compete with the big boys, and we always say, well, you got skill kids, or a skill kid's a skill kid. If you're great at 5A, you're probably going to be great at 6A.
Yep.
It doesn't really matter. But where it always matters, it seems like, is in the numbers and in the big boys up front. That's usually where the separation is. But because Richardson kid that Guthrie saw last Friday, he could be Jinx or Union. He's going to be a superstar. It doesn't matter. That kid's going to go to a top-flight Division I program and play football, barring any serious injury. So, he's going to be good. It doesn't matter if he was in Oklahoma, down in Texas, Georgia, California, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where you put him. He's still a D1 kid that's going to be a star.
Right.
Smaller programs just don't have those many kids. You got years like, again, using Guthrie because we know the program so well here. We don't have any D1 prospects on Guthrie's football team. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have great high school football players. Doesn't mean we don't have kids that'll go play college football somewhere because we do. But we don't have any D1 kids.
No.
And most 5A programs don't.
Right.
I mean, they're very, very rare. So that's when something happens like a Kentrell Brothers or a Kai Staley or a Dante Foster or just what blank Plagg kid, Evan Plagg,
David Washington,
or Belcher boy, Blake Belcher. When you have those kids that go play at big time D1 programs or play D1 football, it is really special because it's rare. I mean, it just doesn't happen that often.
It makes me think of like Blake Griffin, who played at OCS.
Yeah.
And you see him at OU, and you see him at the Clippers, and now you see him
dominant everywhere
with Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
It always makes me go, man. Someone from Miko tried to cover him on a Tuesday night, or someone from Seminole tried to stop him on a Friday night.
Exactly.
It's
not fair.
It's not even fair. I mean, it wouldn't be fair if he played for Broken Arrow, but
right,
I mean, he's traveling to Paul's Valley,
where the pivot guy is 5'9".
I mean, how does that happen? I mean, gee, Christmas. How those were. I wish I would have known. Now I would have gone and watched. I mean, we knew he was good, but it'd been fun to go to. It'd been fun to go to Durant and watch him play against those guys.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, just how dominant. I mean, his highlights are unbelievable. OU in the pros. What were they like?
Well, thank God they weren't shooting video. I mean, there was probably some felonies committed out there.
Oh my gosh.
But that's the whole deal. I mean, in Oklahoma every year, people can talk about it, but in Oklahoma, they always do the top 30 for football, for example.
Right.
All 30 of those kids aren't going to D1s.
No.
I mean, so there's several kids that are in the top 30 that are not D1 athletes, to put it in perspective even more so. You go to Dallas, you got probably, 200 D1 kids running around Dallas, Texas?
If you had your top 30 list, would your number one kid be the kid who's getting recruited by Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, or would it be a kid that might be going to UCO, but is one heck college, high school football player?
Yeah, that's a tough.
Yeah,
because it all depends on what frame you're looking through, right, or what lens. But
like DeMarco Jones was. I mean, everywhere I go, people about his age, 30 or whatever they are.
All they talk about.
It's all they talk about is DeMarco Jones. I went to UCO, watched a little football practice. One of their GAs played in the Tulsa area around 2000.
What happened to DeMarco Jones?
Yeah. I mean, there was this one guy, number 4, named DeMarco Jones.
Yeah.
And so, but he never, he wasn't going to
go to
Alabama.
D1.
Yeah,
he wasn't going to Alabama.
Yeah.
I mean, to answer your question, probably the highest recruited kid right now, obviously recruited, was the kid that committed to Michigan.
Dax Hill.
But like next year, if the Richardson kid from McGinnis isn't in the top 2 or 3, there's a problem.
Yeah.
But that probably means they're looking at it through a different lens.
And most of the time, the ones that are being recruited by Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, they usually are pretty decent high school football players too. So,
Missy
anyway.
wants us to hang some footballs from the tree.
Yeah, we got a little tree behind us. If you're watching us online, you can go to Guthrie News Page Facebook page and check out the broadcast. Of course, right here on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI. Going to take our opening timeout. I have the papers here. District scenarios.
Glad you typed those up for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Typed them up.
Good of you.
And got scenarios. Stillwater.
Hey.
They're in the playoffs,
Come
but
on, man.
will they be 1? Will they be 2? There's a lot of things. What happens? Team's got to win by 5 if the other team loses by 4. There's a bunch of fun stuff.
We're not breaking all that down.
It's just the fun ones.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
All right, we got to get out of here for our opening timeout. When we come back, we're breaking down districts and what we think we might see in the first round of the playoffs. Stillwater doesn't even know. Could Stillwater get beat for the first time this
Could be.
Dale City this week.
Very athletic team.
We're going to talk about that after this opening timeout. This is the High School Huddle, presented by our good friends at Legacy Wealth Advisory Group.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road tests. That's right. Take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 in the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more. A lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you've had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
These are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20. An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste, and you're golden. Golden Chick. Come on, I need this back.
Okay.
Been looking for answers to your financial questions? Signal Financial Management provides professional investment management services to individuals, corporations, and institutions. Signal can help you reduce risks through a wide range of services and solutions, including investment, retirement, estate planning, and long-term care. Located in Edmond, visit Signal online at signalrg.com or by phone at 855-644-4401. Your money matters at Signal Financial Management. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Foundation Insurance and Risk Management is an independent insurance agency, which means they have made available some of the best companies for you. They offer all types of personal insurance coverages to their clients, including auto, homeowners, earthquake, mobile home, and individual life insurance. Call Foundation Insurance today at 405-293-9355 or go online at foundationinsurance.net and fill out a quick online quote form. Foundation Insurance and Risk Management. Let them help you design an insurance plan that fits your needs and budget.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHS Huddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Deaf guy to my right, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. Jordan Leach back in our Stillwater studio.
Okay.
Wednesday night, week 10 of the high school football season is here, and there are some teams battling for some playoff spots and a lot of teams battling for playoff spots. There are some etched in stone right now, and we'll kind of go through the scenarios here real quick for you. We'll start in large football, District 1, 6A1 football. Broken Arrow, Jinx, and Union are in the playoffs, and they know where they're at. Broken Arrow and Union are your district champions. Jinx is going to finish second in 6A Division 1, and the only chance for the West Side School to have to host a playoff game comes down to Pumpkin City North and Owasso. PC North and Owasso play this week. The winner finishes second, gets to host a playoff game, and so
wait a second. Owasso is playing for second.
Playing for second.
You made it sound like they were lost every game of the year. Why'd you do that?
They haven't lost every game of the year.
Well, they finished second in district.
Well, I mean,
okay, you know what?
They could finish as low as fourth.
Well, okay.
Owasso is 5-4 on the year. You want to go? Is that what your standards are now for Owasso?
Well, how many of those losses were out of district?
2 of them.
Okay.
It could be 3 in district.
It could be. It won't be, but it could be.
So you don't think Pump City North can continue the?
No.
So all 4 schools that will be hosting will be on the east side. So there'll be no football games on the west side.
Not in 6A.
All right. Well, Edmond Santa Fe, they can finish third. They can finish fourth. Moore's actually in the playoffs. Who did Moore beat? Moore beat somebody last week.
That's good.
Moore beat Owasso.
Well, I mean, it happens, Chris.
Moore High School beat Owasso.
Why do you hate Owasso so much?
I don't hate Owasso.
You hate Owasso.
No, I don't hate Owasso.
Well, you sure act like you hate Owasso.
I beat by Moore. I mean, that's not good.
So do you hate Moore? I mean, is Moore terrible now?
No. I mean,
kids work hard. They go out. They earn a victory, and you're here ridiculing them.
Moore's 5-4 too.
Well, it's better than 4 and 5.
Well, some of the
this is a glass, Chris. It can either be half empty or half full.
It's a bottle.
It's. Can you work with me? We've got a fake tree. Can we not have a fake glass?
It's not fake. Watered it before we got here.
I'm not going to allow you to lie to the people.
Okay. So what it looks like? I mean, Union 1, PC North, Owasso 2. Moore could finish third. Moore could finish fourth. They're in the playoffs. So you have someone like Moore and Owasso that would take on Broken Arrow. You would have probably Norman playing Union, and then Jinx versus Moore. That type of right there. District 2. Move to my next sheet here. District 2. Bixby is the district champions.
Yeah.
Booker T. Washington is going to finish second in District 2. We'll go District 2 first. Muskogee could finish third. Muskogee could finish fourth.
But they are in.
They are in. Let's see. Bixby is at Muskogee. Who's going to win that game?
Bixby.
Okay, so that goes third. Let's see here. Sapulpa against Ponca City. Ponca City's 0-9.
Sapulpa.
So Sapulpa would be third and Muskogee would be fourth in that scenario. Keep that in mind. District 1, 6A2, Stillwater Pioneers in Dell City this week. That should be a fun ball game.
Yeah.
We've seen kind of back and forth on Dell City. We've seen them up and we've seen them down a little bit. But that's for the district championship.
Yeah.
If Dell City wins that game, not guaranteed. Second, it comes down to points right there. But it looks like Stillwater or Midwest City will be the district champions in 6A2 District 1. What do you think is going to happen, Phil? Stillwater at Dell City.
Stillwater.
Okay, that would put them as district champions. If Midwest City wins and Stillwater, then it comes down to points. But it looks like it could be Stillwater, Midwest City, then Dell City. We do know Lawton is finishing fourth in that district. So as far as a potential playoff game, we could see Muskogee at Stillwater if Stillwater wins the district title. Dell City or Midwest City going to Booker T. Washington. That would be interesting. Midwest City is the other team that can make it a West Side game.
Right.
As far as hosting.
Right.
There too. So, and then you have like Sapulpa going to Midwest City or Stillwater, depending on how it finishes. We do know this. Lawton will be going to Bixby for a first round game. So that's that's always interesting.
I mean, you feel pretty strongly about Stillwater too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. This will be an interesting test for them just because of so many great athletes that Dell City has.
Right.
And that will be a fun game to follow this week. It's just Dell City, they're 7-2 on the year, 5-1 in the district. That one loss in the district coming to Midwest City, and it was a 42-6 ball game. It wasn't even close. And you're like, what in the world happened there? And then they turn around, go to Lawton, and win by 27 points.
Right.
And so you just don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah. Don't know. So, but I would. I favor Stillwater in that one, but anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
When you got athletes, anything can happen. Yep.
And for Stillwater, you're 9-0. You're feeling good. It would be interesting what would happen to them if they lost. And I mean, they'd still be hosting a first-round game, but your mind start playing that type of deal.
I think Stillwater
right now they're unbeatable. I mean, and rightfully so.
Stillwater has one of the best quarterbacks in 6A Division II. They have unquestionably, in my opinion, the best running back in 6A Division II, I think.
In Division II?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Division II.
There's some good ones.
There is. And they're winning. I mean, they obviously play well as a team because there was a week where their stud running back had to sit out, and they went down and beat a good Lawton team.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, all things are pointing towards Stillwater going undefeated through the regular season and entering the playoffs with 2 home games in front of them, and in my opinion, ultimately hoisting a gold ball. So
here's the full scenario. Stillwater's first with a win and can be no lower than second.
Right.
Midwest City is second with a Dell City loss. Could be first on marginal points in a 3-way tie and is assured of second in a tie with a 6-point win. Dell City is first with the win and a Midwest City loss, but cannot be first if Midwest City wins, and likely will be third on points in a 3-way tie. So that's the breakdown.
So Stillwater could still lose and still win district. If I understand that scenario correctly.
Stillwater would be 6-1, Dell City would be 6-1, and Midwest City would be 6-1. Then it comes down.
Stillwater beats Midwest City.
Yep.
Midwest City beats
Dell City.
So if Dell City upsets Stillwater, then it goes to points.
And right now, Stillwater has 78 points.
Yeah.
Midwest City 56 points.
So Stillwater wins.
And Dell City 47 points.
So Stillwater wins. Under that scenario.
53. Yeah, that's why. But if Dell City wins, yeah.
Even if they won by 15, they can't close the points.
Right. Stillwater's hosting a first-round game.
Stillwater has 2 ways to be district champs. They can win it outright and control their own destiny, or they could lose, and as long as Midwest City wins, they're still district champs.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
That's probably the most interesting district that we've talked about so far.
So far. Okay. Man, we already got to take a break?
Well, I mean, Chris,
I haven't even got to 5A and 4A and 3A yet.
You talk a lot, Chris.
I haven't even got to talk about Perry.
I mean, all my mojo, I got an electronic device with 3% power. I got a lifelong
you really
friend
freaked out on that.
Voting against me on this fake tree.
It's not fake.
Oh, boy. And, I don't know what to tell you. It's a problem.
Yeah, we better take a break because I don't want to cut 5A short.
Better not.
Let's see, this is break number 2 of the show. All right, we better take a break. I can already hear Jordan yell at me.
Jeez, some coming queens are out of control.
I know. Timeout. This is a high school huddle brought to you by good friends at Lake Sea Wealth Advisory Group.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you've had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
And these are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably
20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20.
An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? Wow. I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste, and you're golden. Come on, I need this back.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026.
Foundation Insurance and Risk Management is an independent insurance agency, which means they have made available some of the best companies for you. They offer all types of personal insurance coverages to their clients, including auto, homeowners, earthquake, mobile home, and individual life insurance. Call Foundation Insurance today at 405-293-9355 or go online at foundationinsurance.net and fill out a quick online quote form. Foundation Insurance and Risk Management. Let them help you design an insurance plan that fits your needs and budget.
Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tag Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tag Agency helps with driver's road tests. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tag Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Been looking for answers to your financial questions? Signal Financial Management provides professional investment management services to individuals, corporations, and institutions. Signal can help you reduce risks through a wide range of services and solutions, including investment, retirement, estate planning, and long-term care. Located in Edmond, visit Signal online at signalrg.com or by phone at 855-644-4401. Your money matters at Signal Financial Management.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit eskridgechevy.com.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Halloween night, High School Huddle, presented by Legacy Wealth Advisor Group, LegacyWag.com, LegacyWag, or no, Wag,
Can't even get that right. Been a rough night.
Wagbenefits.com. I was just thinking we should have brought fall leaves and the pumpkins for our set tonight to decorate the set. So it brought the tree in instead. So.
Very bad.
Check us out, Guthrie News Page, Facebook. We're
so
live
one
there.
time I'm going to advise people not to rewatch this show. because of the tree.
We should have decorated. I mean, we
Missy said put footballs in your tree.
Oh, that'd have been cool. Now, you're from Greenville County. How
Are we going to fight on air?
What?
You know what? Go ahead.
So I was out on the streets here and doing some video for a news page.
Yep.
What do you think about adults dressing up on Halloween?
Sad.
Really?
Well, I mean, unless it's my wife who dressed up today, and I think it's awesome. She doesn't. I'm completely joking. I don't care. I mean, I think if you're into that, that's awesome.
I know that. I couldn't pull it off. I would do something. It'd be like people would be making fun of me.
Well, you're too. I want to choose this word correctly.
Self-aware?
No, you're not. No, you care too much what other people think.
Oh.
In my opinion.
But I'm like.
I can give you a couple examples if you'd like.
Probably not. Maybe on the pre-show, but not right now. But like today, Billy Clark, great GM for Esker Chevrolet here in Guthrie.
Yeah, great guy.
He was passing out candy, and he was dressed up as Babe Ruth, and he pulled it off perfectly. If I put me in a Babe Ruth baseball jersey, and everyone's laughing at me for the next 5 years.
Now, why would you say Billy pulled it off, but you couldn't?
He was. The baseball, he's animated.
Just the personality.
Yeah. I mean, he is the perfect person to dress up for Halloween as an adult.
Yeah.
But what could I go as? And people go, oh, that's cool.
A newscaster.
Yeah.
I mean, you ask, I give you an idea, and you immediately shoot it down. This is why you don't have a lot of friends. This right here. Well, you have a lot of people that act like they're your friends. But this is why you got like 3 friends.
Well, have you ever dressed up as an adult?
I'm not answering that question.
Have you? I think I remember something.
Let me just say that
you better say it before I have to.
I adore my wife.
Right.
And she loves Halloween.
I mean, I'm not saying Halloween. It's bad. I'm just saying some people can pull it off easily.
I mean, I've been.
I cannot pull anything off.
Okay. Because I've been a male cheerleader before. I've done a lot of things. I put my foot down on Shrek because I thought that was just poking fun at Chubby Phil a few years ago.
That would have been good.
It was just poking fun. It was just poking fun.
Yeah.
And I put my foot down. But my wife loves Halloween and she gets into it. And so if she suggests that maybe I should get into it, I do what any loving husband would do. I say yes, ma'am, and go put on the costume.
Like my wife doesn't do the Halloween costumes and all that
You're lucky.
stuff. But
because I guarantee if Sam told you to, you'd be doing it.
I don't.
Yes, you would.
I don't know.
You can act tough all you want.
I just don't know how. I just don't know. Like I said, it's not nothing against it. I don't know what I would ever. But anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Halloween.
By the way, next time we do the show next week, we'll have a governor-elect.
Yeah, who are you voting for, Chris?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, really?
There's a lot of back and forth. You got a Republican in there. You got a Democrat, a Libertarian.
Chris always gets
nervous.
There's
33% chance of my vote going either way. So
there's really not.
I'm undecided. I'm an undecided voter.
He's a liar.
Undecided. So go out Tuesday, vote.
Please do go vote. Please.
I'll give you the answer key after the show if you want to stick around. All right.
We actually do that.
What's that?
We always talk through.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Yeah.
It's a little much. It's a little odd, actually.
But most of the, I don't know if this is good, but most of the time we agree on most.
We do. I mean, we do. It's most time, not all the time.
Not all the time.
Most of the time.
The one thing. Okay, we're getting off sidetrack here.
I know.
I don't like the adults dressing up, which is never mind.
You don't like that?
No, it's okay. But what I don't get, and there's the people who vote all Democrat, all Republican.
Well, I don't get that.
I don't get that. But
no, and thank God rest his soul. My grandpa's not alive because he'd be throwing something at me right now. But I mean, I had 2 grandfathers that were that way actually. That it did not matter who you trotted out there. It could be their mortal enemy, and they would vote for them.
Yeah.
And I to this day do not understand that.
I don't get that.
But
all right, real quick, 5A football, Ardmore. They are district champs. They're in. They are waiting to see who's coming in there. But Ardmore is one. Altus and Duncan are playing for the 2-3 spot.
Yep.
And Guthrie fans will be watching that game close. We'll be giving scores throughout the entire night.
Yep.
When we traveled a lot on Friday night, Blue Jays take on Nike, and game does not mean anything for the Blue Jays because they're locked in that third spot no matter what happens. But 5A won. Ardmore's 1. Altus Duncan will be 2 or 3. Altus will be the heavy favorites in that game. Duncan's had a great season, only lost one time this year.
Yep.
It was against Ardmore, 34-7. And I would think that game with Duncan Altus, I think Altus will, maybe not by that margin, but I think Altus will win that game fairly easy. I don't know, 28-14, 28-7.
So. I mean, Duncan's had a great year.
They are.
I mean, but, I think when you get outside of the Oklahoma City area, you got Ardmore and Altus are the class of that part of the state. And you can make a real strong argument that it's probably Carl Albert, Ardmore, McGinnis, or Carl Albert, McGinnis, Ardmore. I would tend to go more with Ardmore than McGinnis, but and then Altus has got to be in that conversation as well. But then I think you've got your Duncans, your Guthries, kind of right there too, just a little back. But what's interesting about 5A this year is there are, because we talk about, people that listen to us probably think that we think Carl Albert no doubt is going to win state, and I don't believe that. I mean, I think they're most likely to win 5A, but they're not beatable.
Correct.
I mean, they are a beatable football program.
Beat Guthrie 21-0.
Yeah, and Guthrie played as bad as we played all year.
Offensively.
Offensively, it's had one of those nights. It happens, and I mean, I would like to play him again as a Guthrie fan. So, we'll see. But I mean, it is fun when there's multiple teams that have a legitimate shot to make a deep run, because usually that means you're going to have some really great football games along the way.
So Ardmore's 1 in 5A, 1. Duncan, Altus fighting for that 2-3 spot. That 4 spot comes down to El Reno and Lawton MacArthur, and the cool thing about that is they're playing it on the field. Winner moves on to the playoffs. The loser season is over with. El Reno trying to get back into the playoffs after some time off there. Lawton Mac trying to stay in there, trying to continue that winning season streak that got going on. But that game is in El Reno, and I would certainly think Memorial Stadium will be loaded full of people cheering on their Indians.
It'll be going crazy there, and I think that's really kind of a pick'em game. I think they're pretty similar.
Yeah, I agree.
Pretty similar programs, and obviously, we've got some friends down there on the staff at El Reno, and we wish them well. But and I think being at home, I think you'd almost, because they are so evenly, I think very evenly, I think you'd have to give the nod to El Reno in this game. I think a lot of people won't because of the tradition of Lawton Mac, but I think with these two squads, the talent they're playing with this year, very even. So you usually give the nod to the home crowd.
El Reno's got a good quarterback. He touches the football every time, so that will give them a big advantage there. 5A2, Carl Albert McGinnis, they're fighting for the district championship. The loser of that game finishes second. And as expected, beginning of the year, Carl Albert McGinnis fighting that back. Guthrie fought both teams hard. Guthrie lost 21-0. Carl Albert 28-20 to McGinnis. They are guaranteed third in the district and will be making the trip to either Altus or Duncan next week. And in the fourth place game in district comes down to Woodward at Piedmont. And the cool thing is it's against each other. And again, one of those scenarios, winner moves on to go to get beat by Ardmore the next week.
Probably going to be Piedmont. I mean, that'd be my pick. Again, very similar to what we just discussed, though. Two teams that I think are very closely aligned talent-wise. And, Woodward's going on the road to play Piedmont at home, and so I would give the nod to Piedmont on that. But, those are truly pick-em games. I mean,
absolutely.
It could go either way.
I'm going to go Woodward on that one. I'm going to go Cole Marlette on the road. That's
good running back.
Good running back. So I'm thinking Carl Albert's going to beat McGinnis.
Yeah.
And so if you look at, I guess real quick, Bishop Kelly's district champions in 5A3. Collinsville is district champions in 5A4. There's some scenario. I lost all my notes here. Tulsa Edison Prep is the other team that's guaranteed a spot in 5A3. They'll finish either second or third. And then in 5A4, Tahlequah is in, Claremore is in. Sky took an East Central trying to get that 4th spot. But so I think Carl Albert's going to beat McGinnis.
Yeah.
So if you're a Guthrie fan, you're trying to look at your forecast schedule. The way I think it might go down is Guthrie, I think, will go to Altus.
Yeah, I do too.
And if somehow the Blue Jays pull off an upset, it would take a good win for Guthrie to beat Altus. Possible. So Guthrie,
I would say better than possible. I'm not saying it's probable, but I think if you were going to lay odds, I'd say probably 60% to Altus, Altus, 40% to Guthrie. I don't think it's this big, huge gap, but that's going to be a great football game, and I think that's the one we'll see.
Guthrie Altus have played twice in the last 5 years or so, 1-1 in that series there. But let's say Guthrie pulls the upset in Altus. Yep. Guthrie travels to Lawton week 10 this week, travels to Altus next week. If they get the win there, they get to go to Collinsville.
That's a lot of driving for you guys.
But with my scenario, Guthrie would have to go through Carl Albert to get to the state championship game. So
yeah, and you know what? The kids here, they want to play Carl Albert again. I mean, so you hope that's how they feel. So that plays out well for the kids here in Guthrie. They'll have an opportunity to go in and correct a wrong in their eyes, right? So
absolutely. All right, we got to go to final time, and we come back. 4A, 3AA. There's some big games there. I think Millwood's going to qualify for the playoffs, so I think they're in. So with that, we're going to break it all down after our final timeout. This is the High School Huddle presented by our good friends at Legacy Wealth Advisory Group.
Legacy Wealth Advisory Group, your business wealth advisory experts, provide consulting, training, and turnkey solutions for businesses and their employees. Legacy provides solutions and strategies for employee benefits, human resources, commercial insurance, estate planning, and tax planning. Visit them online at legacywag.com or contact Legacy at 405-216-5578 for a free consultation and start planning your future today.
What makes a great bank? Financial strength, convenient hours in multiple locations, the latest financial tools. Bank First offers this and more, a lot more. In fact, Bank First employees volunteer with nonprofits, serve on school boards, church and civic groups in every city we serve. Bank First does this because we're more than just another bank. We're an integral part of 50 Oklahoma communities. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Member FDIC.
Been looking for answers to your financial questions? Signal Financial Management provides professional investment management services to individuals, corporations, and institutions. Signal can help you reduce risks through a wide range of services and solutions, including investment, retirement, estate planning, and long-term care. Located in Edmond, visit Signal online at signalrg.com or by phone at 855-644-4401. Your money matters at Signal Financial Management.
Foundation Insurance and Risk Management is an independent insurance agency, which means they have made available some of the best companies for you. They offer all types of personal insurance coverages to their clients, including auto, homeowners, earthquake, mobile home, and individual life insurance. Call Foundation Insurance today at 405-293-9355 or go online at foundationinsurance.net and fill out a quick online quote form. Foundation Insurance and Risk Management. Let them help you design an insurance plan that fits your needs and budget.
Hey, Blue Jay fans, Eskridge Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Guthrie High School sports. This season, Eskridge Chevrolet at I-35 in Guthrie is cheering you the whole way and will help you score a game-winning deal in getting the new or used vehicle that you need. Don't worry about your credit history. Eskridge Chevy can get you approved. Come see us at Eskridge Chevrolet, just a short drive to I-35 and the Guthrie exit on Division Street. Call 1-800-NEW-CHEVY or visit EskridgeChevy.com.
Aspen Roofing is a family-owned roofing company with more than 20 years of experience and achievements across Oklahoma. Aspen Roofing takes pride in the personal service we provide on each job, and we strive to maintain the highest level of quality while offering our customers a reasonable price. It is our commitment to help you understand the process of getting a new roof from start to finish. Call Robbie Hudson for a free roofing estimate at 405-562-0026. F&M Bank is a neighborhood bank with 8 branches and 17 ATM locations across 4 counties in central Oklahoma. F&M Bank can help you with all of your personal, business, and agricultural banking needs, or simply add efficiency to your business. Check out F&M Bank with online and mobile banking at www.fmbankok.com or download their app and have all of their services in the palm of your hand. F&M Bank is a neighbor you can count on. F&M Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, Hey, you in the third row. Yes, you. When was your last dental checkup? Dr. Lewis Turney and his staff provide dental care in a fun, relaxing environment. Still not convinced? Prefer to sleep through your appointment? No problem. We can do that too. Our staff can ensure you have a relaxing experience no matter what. Got kids? Hey, so do we. Come see what all the moms are talking about. Our kid-friendly staff loves to provide care to even the tiniest of teeth. Give us a call today. We've got the whole family covered.
Give Dr. Lewis Turney a call at 282-7600.
It's a beautiful day to introduce people to the golden goodness of Golden Chick. So this is your first time you've had Golden Chick. What do you think?
Absolutely delicious.
And these are 100% tenderloin, no mystery meat.
I love them. They're so juicy and tender.
How long do you think it takes to marinate a perfect piece of chicken?
Probably
20 minutes.
Yeah, about 20.
An hour?
What if I told you 24 hours? Wow. I feel like one of those infomercial guys. But wait, there's more time marinating the chicken. One taste, and you're golden. Come on, I need this back.
Have you heard the big news here in Guthrie? You know the Guthrie Tagging Agency is your local source for all your vehicles, boats, ATVs, trailers, titles, registrations, and of course driver's license renewals and replacements. But now, the Guthrie Tagging Agency helps with driver's road test. That's right, take your road test right here in Guthrie. No more trips to Edmond or Stillwater or Enid. Call and schedule your appointment at 282-3873. Guthrie Tagging Agency, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and on Saturdays from 9 to noon.
Welcome back to the High School Huddle. Join the huddle yourself and let us know your thoughts by calling our toll-free number at 1-800-897-3678. Don't have time to call? Send us a text at 405-973-8645 or simply tweet us by using the hashtag OKHSHuddle. Now let's get back in the huddle and talk high school sports.
Final segment here on Hot 93.7 FM KSBI on a overcast, gray.
Kind of feels like Halloween. Scary?
It's not raining. Spooky.
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 Phil Nichols, Chris Evans, Jordan Leach back in our studio. Our trusty tree behind us, hanging out for the show because we didn't decorate for the fall happenings. But
let it go.
Hey, real quick, 4A football, 4A1. We know Clinton, Cash, and Weatherford are in. We don't know who the district champion is quite yet, but that comes down to Clinton at Cash. 4A2, we know Tuttle's number 1 in District 2, 4A District 2. We know Tuttle's 1, Bethany 2. The Cushing Tigers. Cushing is trying to get third with the win and a Blanchard loss. So Cushing is going to be qualified for the playoffs. Just where will they be, the third or the fourth team?
Well, Blanchard's not going to lose to Hara.
Cushing is third with the win. Can Cushing beat Tuttle?
No.
Can Hara beat Blanchard?
No.
Okay, yeah, Cushing's fourth.
Exactly. Sheesh. That was a long way to get to the obvious answer, Chris.
All right, 3A1 football. Heritage Hall, we know they're 1.
I'll talk about them.
Okay. 2-3 comes down to John Marshall Kingfisher. That game, by the way, will be
where's it at?
That's what I'm trying to find. Key games, Manford at Heritage Hall, Mount St. Mary's at Perkins Tryon. I don't know where that game's at.
Somebody didn't do their homework.
I can find out here in a minute. But Perkins trying to get into that mix as well. John Marshall Kingfisher decides second and third.
Yeah.
So a home playoff game is on the line there. Perkins is fourth unless it loses. They're not going to. Unless Manford upsets Heritage Hall.
3-6.
Manford's 3-3. Can they upset Heritage Hall?
Oh, absolutely.
Perkins is taking on Mount St. Mary's, who's 2-7.
I think we've got some obvious answers here, Christopher.
Okay, so
you're doing good though.
Yeah. All right, so that's 3 football. 2A football. Perry Maroons. Perry Maroons. Perry is first with the win. They could be district champions. Perry Maroons. That's an awesome story.
That is awesome.
Up there in Noble County. If they win or if OCS and Chisholm also lose, that's not going to happen. So I think the Perry Maroons will be celebrating the district championship.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
I mean, and we always talk about Perry during wrestling season, obviously, but it's nice to see the kids have some success during football season.
Absolutely. 2A District 2, Jones, Longhorns, they're going to be, they're already district champs. Makers 2, Kellyville's qualified. Okema and Prague fighting for that final spot there, but no surprise to see the Jones Longhorns back there. 2A7, Millwood, yes, they qualified for the playoffs.
They made it?
They made it, and they're the district champions.
That's a shocker.
Washington and Lexington will be fighting for the 2-3 spots.
7 Division I players in a 2A program. It's pretty good.
So I think it'll be Millwood 1, Washington 2, Lexington 3, and then that leaves Community Christian as the 4th team in 2A7. Just kind of going through these districts real quick. Class A football, District 3. Oh, boy, almost out of time. Cashion, they're first. If they can beat who they got? They got Minco. Cashion is first with the win and cannot be lower than second. So Cashion's guaranteed a playoff game in round 1, and so that'd be a good game. Cashion Minco.
That will be a good game
for that one there. Minco's guaranteed second, but with the win, and it comes down to points, it could be first place for Stop.
You said you liked Halloween.
Oh, that's scary.
I know.
Get you in trouble.
I know.
Cashion's in, Crossings Christian's in, Minco's in. Again, we're talking about the Crescent Tigers. They're trying to get in. Crescent Heritage, that game, by the way, is in Crescent. That decides 4th place. That's A3. A5, Tonkawa. The Bucks 1. Morrison is 2. Morrison secured that last week. Homini's in the playoffs. We know that. We don't know where they're going to land it. And 2 teams trying to get into that final spot is Pawhuska and Pawnee. And so that is the quick rundown of a lot of schools in our area. Ponca City looking for their first win of the year. Enid will finish up their season this week. And Deer Creek finishes up their season this week. I'm just trying to think of our listening audience here.
Well, I think when you look
Coyle's in the playoffs.
Coyle's in the playoffs, but you look at the teams I care about. You want to see Ponca. Man, you'd like to see Ponca. Those kids get 1 win.
I really thought they'd get a couple this year.
I know, and they're getting better. I know it's tough to see that when you're talking about maybe a 1-win game or a 1-win season, but sure hope they get a win this week. It's going to be tough, but you sure hope they do.
We always say that this show goes by fast, but this might have been the fastest show of all time.
It's the tree.
With your B plus effort, it was still the fastest show I think we had.
You need to sign off.
Well, this iPad you were at 3%. Now you go down to 2%.
It's your charger.
Charger works fine on Friday nights when I use it.
Yeah, whatever, Chris.
All right. Hey, big Jordan Leach, thank you.
Homecoming Queen did a great job. I won't forget your vote on the tree, though, Jordan.
Thank you. She, a lot of people like the tree in the background here. So.
Missy, we'll talk.
So So best of luck to all your high school football teams this week. Don't forget to get out and vote next Tuesday. It'll be pitch dark about 2 o'clock after the time change this Sunday. So if you don't move your clocks backwards, you're going to be at Sunday school where you should be there anyway. So,
judging people, Chris?
Well, no, I'm just election on Tuesday. You need to get to church. A lot of prayer need. A lot of prayers are going to be needed here shortly. So
that's good.
All right, we're shutting up. Singing back to all the cool music and all that good stuff. Again, Jordan Leach back in our studio. He's Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you next week. Round 1 of the playoffs, by the way, is next week. We'll talk to you next time. Have a good night. So long.
This has been the High School Huddle on Hot 93.7 FM. Be sure to tune in next week as we break down more of the top games and news from across the state of Oklahoma.